We're going to bring him up. He's going to say, I don't know what. It's exciting. That's the beauty of live comedy. So all the way from Thornhill, the GTA, we have your federal Green Party candidate, Josh Rackless.
Thank you so much. It's going off well. Just to start. Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you so much. I guess I sort of misunderstood what was going to be on here tonight, because I thought it was like an open stage, and usually those suck. And I thought, oh, they'll just be happy to have anyone doing anything here. I didn't realize everybody's going to be so funny, so I apologize for my lack of humor. Yeah, like they said, I'm running for the Green Party in Thornhill, which is near Toronto. Obviously, that's going well. So I decided to hang out in Ottawa near my family, and I've been helping the local Green Party person here, Angela Keller-Herzog, so please vote for her. And I typed up some jokes today. I noticed that nobody else is reading. So I'm doing things a little differently, like the Green Party does. The difference not necessarily better. I should have brought a glass of water too, because then when there's laughter and stuff, I can go, oh, I'm just going to be parched. So what was I supposed to say here? Oh yeah, hi, I'm Josh Rackless. I'm running for the Green Party, which sounds like that's the joke. But no, I mean, we're actually doing a bit better than we have in the past. And so I thought, you know what, we might actually get some seats this time, and they're talking about a coalition government, and in which case we would have power and stuff. So I want to show that I'm willing to work with the other parties. I wanted to show that I'm not just in this for the power that clearly I have. So I decided, you know what, in case there's politicians here or the party leaders are here. I don't know how Ottawa works. Like I figured they show up everywhere. I wrote some things to address to them. So I took some notes of the debates for them, and I figured the best way to show that I'm willing to work with the other parties is to help them, to give them advice. Because wow, you wouldn't do that in politics. You wouldn't help the other people. So this is very different. So I watched the debates. I took some notes, and the first thing I noticed, because I was at the Museum of History, where the buses drove up, and all the male leaders had these giant buses to drive up, like just to the museum, and then Elizabeth May, the Green Party leader, had just a little electric Tesla, and I thought, oh, that's something, because it looks like the male leaders are like overcompensating for something, and so that would be my advice to them. It looks like you need a giant bus because you're ashamed of your very small, inadequate plans to stop climate change. Green Party joke. If I didn't get on tonight, I was actually just going to do this at the Green Party headquarters tomorrow. Maybe I'll film it there tomorrow too, and then there'll be laughter. And so I'm trying to do what Elizabeth May does. She has a little Tesla and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow her lead. I'm going to be efficient as well. So my new thing is that, you know what, I don't need a giant room full of people to laugh at my jokes. If one person laughs, that's enough for me. And if that person is me, that still works. So I'm being more efficient, because laughter, burns calories, and you have to eat, and then you have to cut down the rainforest to make food. So it's very efficient if people don't laugh. So if things aren't funny, that's deliberate. I tried that. What else did I? Oh yes, so then there was the actual debates. So I took some notes of the debates. Andrew Scheer is the Conservative leader, and I noticed he was taking a lot of heat because he has dual citizenship. He has an American passport or citizenship as well, and he's been called a hypocrite because he was criticizing the other politicians for having dual citizenship. But I want Andrew to know, I get it, I understand where you're coming from, because when Trump was going to be elected in 2016, all the Americans were going, oh my God, Trump's going to ruin the country, and then we'll have to flee to Canada. So Andrew Scheer is probably thinking, oh my God, if Andrew Scheer gets elected, I'm going to have to flee to America. So I sympathize. I understand why he's keeping his passport. I also have advice for Jagmeet Singh. If you saw the debates, you'll notice that he was trying to show how sort of he's able to see both sides of things. He kept saying like, oh, you know, Justin, you say all the right words, you say everything perfect, everything you say is so amazing, but we have to look at your actions over the past few years, and what have you done? I think what Jagmeet doesn't realize is that people have very short attention spans these days, and they probably didn't get to the second part of the sentence, and so it just sounded like, oh yes, Justin, you're so perfect. Much like sort of this joke I'm telling right now. A lot of you probably tuned out at the beginning, and so you're not going to be there for the punchline, which is fine, because I don't have one. Nope. Well, we're on page 2. I was going to make bigger font, but I'm like, no, that would be 3 pages, and I don't have that much time. They only give me 6 minutes. Think about that. But the person who needs the most help is Justin Trudeau, because, as they've mentioned a few times tonight, he had some little incidents with the brown face and the black face. And I was thinking, gosh, I should really help him, because Halloween's coming up. And even his defense for the whole brown face thing was like, I just get very enthusiastic about costumes. So I thought I'd call him, and I did. I called him today, and I found his phone number. It was on a costume shop bathroom wall. And this is how the phone call went. I said, hey Justin, it's Josh Rackless. Yeah, the costume shop bathroom wall. That's where I got your number. Just wondering what you're thinking of being for Halloween. Aladdin. Yeah, no, I mean, okay, well, the old cartoon where like it was Robin Williams. No, the new movie with Will Smith. Yeah, the black actor. No, I'm familiar. I realize he did. Yeah, no, he did blue face in that movie. Were you thinking of doing blue face? That might be okay. You are. And then you put blackface underneath it. Okay, well, maybe let's skip that. You know what, why don't we do something, Justin, why don't we do something that you don't need to wear makeup for, like a ghost. You know, we could just put a white sheet over your head. Wow. No, you know what, yeah. Exactly, let's avoid the white sheets, Justin. How about Star Wars? You like Star Wars, that's friendly if you like Star Wars. And you went as Han Solo a few years ago, so why don't we, you know, who's the new Han Solo guy? That Poe Dameron, he's in the new movies, he'll show you're hip, you've seen the new movies, you're young, you're hip. And Poe Dameron, what is his character? He's like the hot-headed guy that ignores the advice of all the wise women around him. Yeah, we shouldn't do that, Justin. Why? Because you fired the Jody and the Jane. You don't remember. All right. Well, that's my point. Let's you want to be Finn? No. You know what? Why don't we just be an apple? That's perfect. It's red. It's the Liberal Party. Oh no! You can't make your face red. No, I know there's a football team called the Redskins, but that's offensive to Indigenous people. Yes, like that woman you fired. She's Indigenous. That's good that you remember. But it's not. That's not the reason. That's the opposite reason to do that. You know what? Why don't you just be a head that sticks out of the apple, and you'd want to paint your face white? No, I don't think you'd have to. I think Canadians all agree that you're already as white as possible. So thanks, Justin. Vote green. No, don't paint your face green. Listen, never mind. Goodbye, Justin. Vote green, and all of you, please vote green as well. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Jeff Bezos! Get out there and vote. That's going to be the next president of Canada. Vote.